Boy. 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 You are so lazy. Boy, come here. Come here. Really? Really? You're gonna make me get up and go over there? But I'm so sleepy. Where? Wow, thanks. I don't know why, but this part of my face is like a magnet for acne. I don't know why. Oh look, we're so much better looking, and then there's a screen. But that's bad. Anyway, this is good. Look at that food bowl. It works with the topic that I'm going to talk about. Food bowl, dog food, bowl that used to be food bowl, and then dry food. This is a video that I'm going to talk about that talks about spirit stuff and my dog that is currently somewhere I can't see and probably doing something bad. Boy, come here. Yeah, him. We're gonna talk about him. I know it's a very common, well-known fact that pets and dogs and cats in particular are very sensitive to paranormal stuff. Boy is not very, I don't know how to put it. He's not very observant, I guess. I have noticed that he sometimes does stare randomly, it's one of those weird things that newborns sometimes do, where they just kind of stare and they're staring at nothing. He does that sometimes, but that's kind of it, and it doesn't happen that often. I probably shouldn't be doing this while I'm cooking. Side note, I'm really sorry about all the fan noises. There's a fan right there, and then there's a fan in the kitchen on. I'm sorry about that. And though this is kind of pretty good of canceling that shit out, and you just hear me because I'm the closest thing to you. So yeah, I just wanted to tell my experience of pet stuff with paranormal stuff. But the thing is, there's not much to tell, so that's why this is a slightly shitty video. So yeah, I just wanted to say that he does stare. That's the extent of it when he's in the house. When he is out of the house and in the backyard, I do notice that he stares a lot more. Sometimes barks at nothing, but that's when he's outside in the backyard. In the house, he just stares. He's never barked randomly in a room somewhere. The only times he's randomly barked is when he's barking at the front door or the front hallway area, but pointed at the front door. And usually all that is he can sense when someone's near the front door. I don't necessarily think that's paranormal. He's just really sensitive about that. Yeah, the most in the house is he stares, and that's not even that often. That you can kind of see that little square that I can't point, but right there where my hand is. When he's standing on top of his house, he sometimes stands up and stares. When I say he's standing up, I don't mean passively standing up. I mean kind of defensive. He sometimes just stares, usually toward the left side of the backyard, which is where the very creepy abandoned jacuzzi house is in my backyard that is currently very empty, and I would not be surprised if that's ghost magnet material because it's super fucking creepy, but it's so small, which kind of, like, what's the point? He does sometimes stare in that direction. He gets a little more defensive in the backyard. Oh god, is he doing one of those weird fucking wrestling lick fest that he does? I know that sounds really weird, but it's one of those things where he kind of tries to itch himself, I guess, and he keeps on rolling in a ball on the ground. Yeah, that's what he's doing. That's like, I do want to like update you guys as he gets older if he does respond more, but I think like his two separate responses, how he reacts in the house and then out of the house, I think says a lot about what's allowed in the house and what's in the house versus what's out of the house. Are you done? He's literally biting his tail right now. Fuck is he doing? Golden material, people. Golden material. He's a little bit of a spaz, as you can tell. I think the spirits that are in the house that are obviously around me are a lot more passive, and I think Boy senses that. Like, they're not there to do any harm, really. He doesn't feel the need to be defensive, is what I think, but when he's in the backyard, I do notice that he does bark. Like, not like random shit, but like nothing. He barks more at nothing. And just so you know, people would debunk this as him barking at birds or squirrels. The thing about Boy is he doesn't notice shit like that. Like, he could care less about squirrels and birds unless it's right there in front of his face. Me and my family have tried multiple times for him to try to chase squirrels and birds, but he just won't do it. And, like, he doesn't even bark at them. He just, like, fucking stares or doesn't stare at all. Like, him barking at nothing is definitely strange. And now he's tenderly licking his foot after he attacked it. Karma. Anyway, we're gonna end this video here because my arm is tired and I know this video is really shitty. So we're just gonna end it. Anyway. Okay, bye guys!